How do you feel about avocados?
Well, I'm a bit too old to be a millennial, so I'm not quite as enthusiastic about them as some people, but I don't mind them on toast on the right day. I think the risk that we end up with is a kind of, this is okay and this isn't. And it's, there are ways in which avocados could be produced and transported, which could be very low carbon.
Scientific investigations into cotton has shown time and time again that cotton, in the way that it's grown in the conventional market, is probably one of the most harmful fibres that we use in the textile industry.
Oh no, because everyone loves cotton. It's such a lovely material to wear and it's great for people with eczema or other skin conditions. But, this is why we're making this podcast, because there's rarely a straightforward or simple solution, right? We need to unpick it.
I think grasshoppers can rival, chicken with flavour.
And do you saute them with butter? Do you grill them? How do you cook them? Or do you just eat them whole live?
Definitely not alive. So the best way to cook, grasshoppers at least, is to roast them, as you would if you were making a tasty meal for yourself, if you were just using meat or veg or something, with a bit of sweet chili sauce. I can recommend roasted locusts with a bit of Nando's hot sauce. That's pretty good.
You don't need to be an astronaut in Texas to be involved in the space industry, do you?
No, and actually in the UK it's one of the biggest growing sectors. And not just space, but Earth observation is not just about the physics and engineering. Space is the biggest natural laboratory that we have, and it involves all sorts of disciplines, not just in the sciences, but geologists are in there, you've got material designers, fashion, music, we're also looking at politics. All of that is incorporated into the things that we take for granted when we look up into space.
It does feel like we're all living through the hangover, and some of us weren't even invited to the party. The youngest generations are the ones that are taking this much more seriously, you would think, just from sort of evidence across the country.
Well, that's true, and I think that that kind of responsibility for younger generations is something that politicians have to take seriously, and an older generation has to take seriously as well. And I'm kind of blown away really by the way in which the younger generation has been able to articulate its concerns and to push for change.
I'm officially an energy expert, but I didn't look at the lamp in my corner to start with, to be honest with you. So here you go. I think these are simple things that everyone can do, but also, obviously, that the harder things are still to come. UK has one of the worst sort of building stocks in Europe. There's loads we need to do, ranging from heat pumps through to external wall insulation. And this isn't always easy to do. So I'm personally quite passionate about really moving this forward and to make people's home a lot more comfortable, a lot warmer.
What's really interesting about inside your homes is you're largely in control of those emissions, not entirely, but it's your own actions emitting the pollutants. So you might light a candle to relax, you might light incense, you might be cooking a lot more at home. All of these things produce emissions into your box, into that living box that you're breathing within. So we need to make people aware that not all of the pollution's outside. A lot of it comes from the outside into your home, but also you're responsible for your own emissions.